Good day, babes. Today I wanted to talk to you while I am getting ready, doing my makeup to stay at home. I will not be talking about the products I use because I have way more important stuff to talk about. Let me take a sip of this tea. Today I want to share with you, talk to you about why we are done dimming our light, okay? I'm done with this. I'm done. There are a lot of people on this planet, there are a lot of people around us also, who are literally incapable of understanding how big we think, how big we dream. And this doesn't make you and me any better than them. Not at all. We're never better than anyone else. We all move from pain at certain times, and those of us who are aware of that, and those of us who are not. I have become aware of that. I wasn't always. But still, there are days when I'm less aware than other days, of course. But what I'm trying to say is there are a lot of people who move from this pain. A pain that was created in their childhood that never really healed, like we all have. And that's okay, you know? That's fine. The problem is when people are starting to project their pain, their insecurities onto you. We mostly move from pain when we get triggered by something, right? Now, I've noticed that there are a lot of people who I can't share my big dreams with. As soon as I share how big my plans are, how much I think I'm worth, for example, when we talk about money and respect, people get triggered by this. I'm not sure why. I think it's because it might be intimidating for people. That wasn't humble of me to say, but as I said, I am done dimming my light. I'm done being humble. You know why? Because my confidence in knowing what I'm worth doesn't come from a place of insecurity and compensation. It comes from a place of actually knowing what I'm worth. So when I tell people that, they respond from their own insecurities and from their own reality, not understanding that their reality is not my reality. Give me some tea. Your reality is not my reality. So when you walk up to me and tell me you want to start a business in skincare and foundations, I'm not going to tell you you can't do that. I mean, I don't know if I could do it, but it's not my life. It's not my dream. It's not my goal. It's not about me. It's about you. I see you have an idea. You believe in something. You want this. I will tell you to go after it and do it. I believe that if you believe you can do it, you can do it. Duh. That makes all the sense in the world to me. But as I found out during different stages of my life, and actually big subject of this week, not everyone thinks that way. Not everyone thinks that way. A lot of people just look at the situation as if they were to do it. I'm telling you something I'm gonna do. I'm not telling you to do it. And I know people don't do this on purpose. I know we don't move from a place of pain and trauma on purpose. We don't. But it doesn't make it okay for you to tell someone else they can't do something. That pisses me off. Like, it pisses me off in general, but it pisses me off even more if this is an older person, way older, telling a person who's like very young adult or just still a child, and this old person tells the young person they can't do it. It's not realistic. Life doesn't work like that. Pisses me off. If there's one deal that I made with myself, it is to never tell someone else that they can't do something. Often we get very triggered or emotional or put down or insecure because older people with maybe some sort of authority or maybe a parent or a caretaker is telling you you can't do something. And because this person is older, has some form of authority, has some form of more life experience, you're gonna actually take it seriously. Even if you don't want to, it's gonna affect you. That's what's so sad about this. Because they are projecting the fact that they don't believe in themselves. They don't trust themselves with things that you wanna do. So they think they can do it means you can't do it. That's a fucking lie, man. That's a fucking scam. Trust me, if you put your mind on something, if you can see it in your mind, if you can visualize it, if you can feel the emotions that come with seeing what you want and experiencing what you want in your mind, see it, feel it, it's already on its way to you. Trust me, it's on its way to you. When you're young and you're starting out your career, there are so many people who try to tell you what you're worth when it comes to money and your time and energy and effort. Everyone is trying to tell you what you should think you're worth. But these people don't know you. They only know their own experience. They only know their own lives. They cannot decide that for you. You get to decide that for yourself. Doesn't matter how young you are. For example, you're an artist. You start out performing for free or for like 10 bucks. You say, I want to have experience on stage, I'm going to start performing for free. I'm already a professional, I know what I'm doing, but I want to perform, so I'm going to do it for free or for like 10 bucks. No one's going to come knock at your door and tell you, hey, I know you want to perform for free, but I actually want to pay you $1,000 because I think now is the time that you deserve that. No one's going to come, no one's going to show up, knock on your door and decide for you that you're worth more than you ask for. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The only person who gets to decide what you're worth is you. In fact, what will happen if you perform for free is when you've been doing this for 2, 3, 6 months and you're like, hey, I've been doing this for a while. I kind of want to ask $200 for this show this time. This person is gonna be like, no, you do this for free. I mean, that's what you've always done, so you will do it for free again this time. Okay, see you Saturday. That's what will happen. You know why I know that? Because I see it happen all the time. And I tell people from my industry, like, no, I'm not gonna perform for some beers. No, I'm not gonna work for a shout out. Okay, I won't get into details about my own situation because, people might see this. I see very often people online talking about dreams, goals, manifestations, mindset, whatever. More than once, actually pretty often, I've heard these people online talk about how you should not talk about your goals and dreams to no one. Keep them to yourself. I don't know if this is like the I move in silence movement, but I don't believe in that. I think you should talk about your dreams and goals a lot. Everyone should know what you're working towards. Everyone should know what you're trying to do. But there's a but in there. There's a but in there. You do not have to go into details with everyone. Because like I said in the beginning, a lot of people get triggered. When you think you're worth more than them, they might get triggered and they might be unaware of that and they might project their insecurities onto you. A lot of people are telling me what I should do. I look at their lives. They don't live a life that I want to live, so why should I listen to them? And that is always what you should consider. If some authority figure is telling you what to do, look at their lives and ask yourself, is that the kind of life I want to live? The answer is no. You can let go of that advice they gave you. It doesn't mean you shouldn't ask for advice, but ask it from the right people, Ask it from the right people. Find people who actually live lives that you want to live. Ask if they can help you. You can answer some questions. Maybe they can mentor you in some sort of way. But don't take advice from everyone. Not even your parents, who you might think want the best for you. Not all parents want the best for you. And the parents that do, they might not know what that is. Does this parent in question do the best for themselves? How people treat themselves is how they will treat you. How they treat you is how they treat themselves. And what I meant in the beginning by that I'm done dimming my light for people is that actually, when I talk about my dreams and goals, it's about me. Okay? It's about me. And what I often do, this might be relatable for some people, what I often tend to do is that if I have someone sitting in front of me who I know speaks a different language, lives a completely different life, or maybe things or dreams a lot smaller than me, I often tend to try to explain my dreams and goals in their language, or I stay quiet because I know I might trigger them or whatever. But very often I do feel the need to speak on this. I do feel the need to say, no, I'm not going to do that because I think I'm worth more. And I know that triggers people. It does. But honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm done with that. I'm done with not trying to trigger people. Because your insecurities and your struggles are not mine. So don't project them onto me. Right? Repeat it with me. Other people's insecurities and struggles are not mine. They don't have the right to project them onto me. Good. Because you know what? You and I, we're lucky. We're the lucky kind of people. We created luck for ourselves. Everything we want to do always works out. There's nothing we can't achieve because if we can see it, feel it, it's already on its way. It's gonna get here. There's nothing in our way. And whatever is in other people's ways is not our problem. And they might try to make it our problem. But not even that is our problem. Okay? And if anyone tries to tell you otherwise, just let it go. And remind yourself that everything that you're doing for others, every time you encourage other people to do something, every time you help others to believe in themselves, every time you make other people feel safe in their process, every time you make other people feel safe to tell you what they want, because you will not criticize them or judge them on what they want, remember to do that for yourself as well. And remember that you don't need everyone to believe in you. You only need you to believe in you, because these other people will never get it anyway. I have an example of this. Maybe some of you have experienced this. If you have, please let me down below, because I need to know. I've experienced this 1,000 of times. For example, you want to cut your hair short. You tell someone, you tell maybe your friends or classmates or colleague or parents or siblings, you tell them, hey, I want to cut my hair short. I want to make an appointment. I'm probably going next week. I'm so excited. And they respond with,
oh, why would you do that? I don't think you should do that. No, I would never. I wouldn't do it if I were you.
no, but you're not me. That's the point. Sorry. This gets to me. I've been in this situation too many times. Kind of makes me mad sometimes. What I see happening in situations like these is that someone is very excited about something that they are going to do. They share it with someone else. This other person is for some reason imagining themselves to do the thing the other person wants to do. They would not dare to. They would be too scared. They would not feel pretty. They would feel sad about losing their hair. They would never do that. And they respond to your excitement with why they would never do that themselves, as if you are them, but you're not. And this makes less than 0 sense to me. Less than 0. I do not understand. Don't understand. Because when someone comes up to me with how they want to cut their hair and how excited they am, all I see and hear is someone's excited about something they're going to do, and they make the choice to actually do it. They make the choice to actually do something that makes them happy. And that's all that matters, right? It's not my life. They are not going to cut my hair when I'm asleep and I wake up with my hair is cut. No. Then why do people respond like that's what they're going to do? I am so confused. Please let me know in the comments which one of these people you are. Do you see their excitement for something they're gonna do? Or do you get triggered in a way that you immediately only look at it from your own perspective and then you respond with your own fear? Let me know. And both is okay. It's just about knowing where we stand, okay? It's about knowing where we stand and what we might need to work on. It's better to be honest with yourself than to live in a lie. I usually take this cutting your hair story as an example for this subject because I talk about it a lot. I express my frustration about it a lot. I've experienced this a lot in my life. That's why I talk about it. Duh. I've experienced this a lot, and the haircut is the most easy way for me to explain it because I actually cut my hair a lot all through my life. I also cut it very short. I had a buzz cut. I did everything. I mean, I'm sure there's still more I can try. But I did everything. And every time I told people, and everyone was like, I don't know if you should do that. Not everyone, but most people, like I swear, 90, maybe more, but 90% at least was like, I don't know if you should do that. And I never understood why. It's so sad. I'm not talking about your hair. Going back to the example of knowing what you're worth money-wise. Knowing what you're worth money-wise actually is just knowing what you're worth in general. Let's be honest. When I say to people what I think I'm worth, and maybe this is a price that they themselves would be too scared to ask for. I need to focus on this line real quick. So it might be that if you tell people what you think you're worth, they might get triggered in a way that they would never have the courage to ask for an amount like that. That fear is what they are projecting onto them because they are looking at it from a perspective of, would I ask for that? Would I be capable and able, and would I dare to ask for that amount? For many people, this is no. I think a lot of people don't understand that it's best not to give advice when it's not asked for. I also often forget this myself, but I do most of the time remember to give advice and actually say that I'm speaking from my own perspective and that I don't know for sure if this will apply to them. I always say that, so I'm a little tired of people forgetting that entire step. And like I said, these people don't do that on purpose. They probably want the best for you. They probably care about you. That's why they are even giving you the attention at that moment. But always look at how they treat themselves. If they know what they're worth themselves, if they live a life of happiness and freedom and success and all that? Because very often the answer seems to be no to that. And once again, this is not about feeling better than other people. It's about letting other people not make you feel worse about yourself. Okay. If you are following your own path and you do the things that make you feel right about yourself, you do the things that make you feel aligned with yourself, with what you want to give to the world, you have nothing to worry about, my child. You are doing great. This is your life. It's not anyone else's. You do not have to be okay with other people who try to make you feel less of yourself. You don't. You are allowed to speak up. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to say no, thank you. You are allowed to say that might be your truth, but it doesn't apply to me. I love that I'm making this video for myself because this is exactly the advice that I need right now. I hope this helps someone else as well. Let me just get my makeup ready real quick because this is getting messy. It's like extra but not too crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go do my hair, get into some vampire princess gothic outfit, and then I will come back to finish the video. I am ready! Let me show you my outfit, cause it's cute. I mean, don't I look like a vampire princess, y'all? Oh. Back to the subject for a second. What we're gonna do, you and I, we're in this together. You and I. Okay, what we're gonna do in the future, if someone is criticizing us when we talk about our dreams, our goals, our life, what we want to do, what we're trying to get to, someone is criticizing us, someone is judging us for it, someone is trying to put us down, we're not gonna take it personal anymore. Because this person is actually telling on themselves. Right in front of our face, they are telling on themselves. They are actually expressing their own insecurities and worries to you, their own problems with trusting themselves, their own struggles. They're confessing to us. And when we look at it that way, we can actually have some sympathy for these people. And I know, I speak from experience, it's very tiring to always be the people who's trying to bring other people up, who's trying to encourage other people every single time. But then so many times in your life, you have to deal with people who give you the exact opposite in return. You come to them with something you want to do, they criticize you, they bring you down, they're trying to tell you you can't do it. They come to you, you're encouraging them, and you are making them feel safe. It's sad that we have to deal with this so often, but I don't think it's ever really going to change. Most people act from a place of fear and pain. We all do occasionally, but some people are in this state most of the time and unaware of that. Yeah, and that can be hard to deal with. I encourage you to do everything and anything you can imagine, because I know you can do it, and I know you know I can do it. So let's bring each other up and never put each other down, never. Like this video if this is relatable in any way. If you are experiencing the same things I experienced, I would love to know. Put it down in the comments, subscribe for more. I love you. Thank you for watching. I will see you here next week. I'm gonna go look fabulous at home right now.